All right, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you guys are coming in. Gonna see a little bit, get you going, see how things happening today. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I want to welcome all of you to the call today, to my Wallstreet Talks, and we're gonna share a little bit about what we do and how we do it. So give you guys a few minutes. We're getting online now. We got about 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. And so I am appreciating all of you for taking the time out to get here. We are getting ready for our next talk on our way to $1 million, right? So I'm going to give you the footprint on how to get yourself to 1 million. Now, of course, everybody's not going to do it. But if you do a little bit, if you just do a little bit, you're going to learn what it takes to get going. So for all the folks that are coming in right now, just tell me where you are or what city and state or country you're calling from. I appreciate that you do that. And I'm asking you to share this live talk with your Facebook audience, with your share it onto your news feed. If you're on YouTube, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel and share it as well, right? You want to share this to your audience as well, because this, what I'm doing is a little bit different from a lot of other people in the feeds that's out there doing stuff. I'm actually walking you through changing your mindset, changing the way you're going to proceed, how to grow your wealth in this new economy that we're in right now. So that's what I'm doing. All right, Denise Salas, how you doing? From Spokane, Washington. We got my man Noble 7 crowdfunding. Appreciate you for New York. All right, appreciate you guys for coming in. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, either one, go ahead and just tell me where you're calling from. Share this information out. Appreciate you guys for coming in, stopping by today. Josephine Thomas, Lady Joe. We got Miss Jeannie Moore out there. Welcome, Jeannie. Welcome, Josephine. These are club members already that's in our club. Appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to get started here in about 40 seconds. Appreciate you guys coming in. We got pretty close to about 19, 20 people on here right now. It's going to grow. Denise Robinson. Is that my cousin? Good morning, Derek. That's my cousin, Denise. Hey, Denise. How you doing? Tell me where you're calling from, guys. For all the folks out there right now, if you are just getting in from Facebook or YouTube, give me your city and state where you're calling from. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, and we're gonna break these chains of financial scarcity or financial slavery, and that's what it is. And once you understand that, once you hear what I got to say today, and you're going to get the picture on how you can improve your lifestyle. Tiger Goods from Newark. All right. Tiger Goods, Newark, Delaware. Wow. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. He's from Newark, Delaware. I know, as a matter of fact, I got another person that I know from Newark, Delaware. Appreciate you for stopping by as well. All right. So let's get to it. I don't like to hold people up because there's a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to the mindset of people. We got to break the chains, right? Now, notice the image that I have in the background. Notice this image, okay? Look at that image real quick. Let me slide over a little bit. Look at this image. This image is enslaved from the mind. From the mind. We got Robin Jordan. All right. So we got this image enslaved from the mind. And I want you to think about this, guys. Look how thick that chain is. You ain't just breaking that. That chain is thick for a reason. I want you to understand this. That chain, sister-in-law. Okay, Denise, I got you. Hopefully one day. I got you. All right. So I want you to think about this. So we got Kansas City out there. All right, Jesse. So the chain is thick. Look at the lock. The lock is thick as well, right? So this transition that we're talking about is not going to be comfortable. Why? Because you are hoodwinked in the system. And that's just the way it is. You're hoodwinked in the system. The system is gonna keep you in a certain way, right? that you're going to be doing this financially all the time, right? Your financial goals and dreams are all brought into a system where they try to keep the hoodwink on you, so you keep practicing your same tasks that you do every single day. So that means you get up, right? Everything you've been taught. Get up, go to school, get a good education, then go get a good job. Hopefully get a good job, right? Then, and they say good job could be the government job, or the good job could be, making six figures to whatever, how many figures you're making, right? High six figures, whatever it is, right? And that's the concept. So you've been taught that your entire life. I mean, grandparents, great grandparents, that's all we've been taught, because that's the only thing we knew about becoming wealthy. Most people are not entrepreneurs. That's a fact. Most people are not entrepreneurs. And since you are not an entrepreneur, the fear of starting to be entrepreneurs, like, I can't give up this job. But now a lot of people have been forced out of the job market, right? And so because of the COVID-19, because of whatever, companies can't survive. And so what happens is you're sitting back, and hopefully you're not just, if you see this video, you're not just waiting on a stimulus check. Hopefully you're ready to take action and start get moving and building your own system, your own things to do. You just need a resource to start building the cash flow, right? So once you're able to start building the cash flow, then you can start experimenting with different ideas and get committed to building something. So, and for the folks that are entrepreneurs, that you're out there and you're getting your thing going, but you may not be making the money that you want, is because your system got some things need to be worked out. That's the system. So in every entrepreneur, you have to establish a system that is going to allow you, and you can't be all over the place, right? As entrepreneurs, we wear many hats. We wear, you wear the hat as a CEO, you wear the hat as a CTO. In other words, you're a technical officer, right? You wear the hat as the CIO, information officer, right? And technology and all that good stuff. And then you got to do the accounting. You got to do, then you got to do the ordering. You got to make sure everything is tied together. So as entrepreneurs, you got to do a lot. And so sometimes it's easier to join a program and start just, getting things done and start creating the cash flow. Every entrepreneur that's out there is striving to bring in more cash flow, no matter what they're selling, whatever the product is. Yeah, the product is great, but where's my damn money? I got to have the money. I got to have the cash flow. So what I'm going to break to you now is a way for you to start getting that cash flow faster and speed up so you can get a full retirement. Because most entrepreneurs don't have a retirement. I tell you that right now. Most entrepreneurs do not have a retirement, right? They don't have one. So we got to start thinking about different things, building cash flow, setting up a retirement, and keep that moving so you can create a lot more money. So I'm going to share my screen with you today. I'm going to share this screen, okay? And I'm going to share my screen for two reasons. Number one, let me go bring this up. Number one, I'm going to show you what the Bitcoin is doing right now. Every day I'm going to show you what Bitcoin is doing, right? So yesterday, Bitcoin was somewhere around 52,000, went to 55, and now it's at close to 57. I'm sorry, it's already over 57. Let's look at it. Here's the number right there. Let's go right there. Hold on, let me do it again. Bring this up here, right? And then we are right there at 57,230, right? That's where we at right now. $57,232. And remember, every time it goes up $1,000, depending on how many Bitcoin you have, you're making $1,000 per Bitcoin. So let me give you an example. If you had 3 Bitcoin, then you made from 52 to 53, you made $3,000, right? 52 to 53, you made 3,000. 53 to 54, you made another 3,000. 54 to 55, you made another 3,000. So imagine 2 days ago, it was only at 52,000 2 days ago. And it went from 52 to 55,000. That's $3,000. So if you had 3 Bitcoin, you made $9 grand. Today, which is 1 day later, only 1 day later, you made another $2,000. That means you made another 6 grand. If you just had 3 Bitcoin, what if you got 10? 10 Bitcoin, you made close to $5,000 per Bitcoin. That's 50 grand in 10 days. Now, what if you got more than that? Like I do, I got a lot more than that, right? So just think about what I'm saying to you. When you are in a system that can literally break the amount of cash flow that's out there, you literally changing the game. You're changing the game financially. And so you just got to be open to changing the game financially. You got to be open to it. And so that's the first challenge, right? First challenge is the way you think. Well, I don't know about Bitcoin. I don't know how to get into it. We're going to teach you all about that, how to get into it and all that good stuff, right? Not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency. That is the new banking structure. That is the new money. Whether you agree with it or not, that is the new money. Professional athletes right now says, listen, I want part of my salary and Bitcoin. You got major corporations are jumping into crypto now. All right. So enough about that. Let's keep moving. Now I want to go into what this talk is really about. What is the talk really about? This talk is about the 5 pillars to wealth and how you're going to break the chains to financial slavery. You have to break the chains. If you let me, how you know you in financial slavery? Well, that's the first thing, right? How do you know that you are in financial slavery? All right, here's the question. Here's the first question. Are you making enough money that you personally don't have to spend no more money past your bills, and your bill money is already taken care of like 5 months in advance? Let me say that. I got enough cash flow in my account that if another dollar never come in, I still got 5 months of my bills somewhere that I can get my hands on. If you don't have that, you are in financial slavery. That means because you're working to go make some money, you're spending your energy, your time and energy, go make some money, and then you get the money and then you pay for your bills to maintain your lifestyle. So that means you only making enough to keep you going to that job or doing what you're doing because you're not making enough to keep going, right? So if you can do that, if you got enough cash flow in your account that it's somewhere, and this is how I gauge people, right? And this is a very small number. So if you are 30 years old, you should have at least $30,000 somewhere and get your hands on. 30,000. If you're 30, if you're 25, you should have at least $25,000 to get your hands on somewhere, right? Most 20-year-olds don't have any money. Most 25-year-olds don't have any money. The new economy, though, and this new economy, the young people are accelerating their cash flow faster than the folks of older age. What do I mean by that? People in their 40s and their 50s. These young kids are jumping into the cryptocurrency space with no fear, and they are tripling and quadrupling and 20 times the money that you work for. They already making 20 times more money than you going to work every single day if they are in the crypto space. Did you hear what I just said? They making 20 times more than you as a parent if they in this crypto space. That's real talk. So if you're 50 years old and you can't even get $50,000 somewhere, you way behind the power. You so far behind the power curve, it's not funny. And you got to change the way you think. You cannot depend on somebody else to do it for you. That's the first thing. We got to start doing things ourselves, okay? So some people live in check to check, but we can change it. We can change it. So how do we change it? There are 5 pillars to wealth. And I deemed this many years ago. I was the first one to really come up with this many years ago. And I'm seeing other people now using this, which is fine. I'm cool with it, right? But I want you to understand that this system, 5 pillars to wealth, starts right here. Creating the cash flow from 3 to 5 sources. It may take you, for the entrepreneurs, and the job is not one of your cash flow. So if you're talking about a job or disability, pension plans, That is not one of the sources. You got it? These sources are from your own efforts. These are different. I'm not counting no job, no disability, no pensions, none of that stuff. This is something that you're creating as an entrepreneur. So if you're not even in entrepreneurship, you got to start. You got to get into that, right? And we're gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you what to do, how to get that going. But let's talk about this. Create cash flow from 3 to 5 sources. The first source, it may take you a good year to get that going. However, if you're in the crypto space, it can take literally a few days, not months, days. You can speed up within a year. Right now, today, February the 20th, right? I think today's the 20th. February the 20th. 3 years ago, my mother passed away. 3 years ago this day, it's 2017. But I want to say this to you: 1 year from now, or 9-10 months from now, literally, wherever you are financially, you could be a millionaire in this economy, in this brand new economy. I mean, today, you could get started today, and you could change your life in the next 10 months, 12 months, 15 months to becoming a millionaire. And I really believe that can happen. So it don't take a long time. It just takes you to start thinking a little bit different and getting involved in what we're teaching you to do. The next thing it says, which pillar number 2, is to acquire precious metals, to include crypto. Now, I'm saying this, I should say acquire crypto with some precious metals. I think I need to reverse that, because 1 Bitcoin today can purchase you 20 ounces of gold. That's crazy. We on our way to hitting $60,000 a coin. Gold is less than $1,900. It's less than $2,000, right? So when we think about that, 1 crypto is going to hit 60. So you could take 1 Bitcoin and purchase about 20 ounces of gold, and it's going to get more. It's going to be like they call gold is not really where the old heads go, the older people go, right? But the new people, the young people, don't give a damn about gold. They are jumping head over heels into the crypto space. And now the major institutions are going in that direction as well, right? So that's what's happening. Now, the third one says acquire infinite banking. And that's when we talk about insurance, getting all that squared away. And you start seeing my policies. I'm starting getting loans now that I'm going to take and put in $300,000 in my infinite banking system because of crypto. Like I could just come in and just start dumping 100,000. Like, so this is my 3rd year. So my first year I put in 100,000. The second year I put in 100,000. And this is my 3rd year, I'm going to drop 100,000. That's $300,000 that's available for me to use anytime I get ready. I mean, I just write myself a check. Hey, I'll call them up. I don't even have to call them. All I have to do is just go in the back office, send me $50,000, $100,000, and do what I got to do. That's another thing that I'm talking about. How to get your wealth going. The last one, the 4th one. It says learn the trade, right? I'm doing a live call. So it says learn to trade in today's markets. On Facebook, it's a live call. So learn to trade in today's markets, okay? If you go in and you learn to trade in this system, you can speed up your cash flow even further, as I'm going to show you in a few moments, even further on how you can expedite your cash flow quicker if you take the time to learn these skills. And yes, I got a trading academy that you can join. Also, level 6 is about, trading and stuff like that. And then the last one talks about acquiring real estate to include commercial property, right? Acquire real estate. Now, that's like saying, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy this house to flip it, or I'm going to buy this house to put rents on it. Now, I can do my due diligence and say, you know what, I'm going to satisfy the need for housing, and I'm going to go ahead and set up Section 8. Because right now, how many folks that used to be middle class that may be losing their homes because of this pandemic? A lot of folks, they need better housing, right? So Section 8, the government can come in and they're going to help pay the rent. But think about this. What if everybody starts to learn how to get into crypto so that we don't need that government program anymore? Can you imagine that nobody needs to be on Section 8 and everybody has, $300,000, $500,000, and this new economy that's real. That I mean, it's real. We can do it. There's nothing can stop us from doing what I'm saying to do. It's literally here, guys. Okay, so let's go. Let's go to the next one. So the 5 pillars to wealth is going to talk about pillar 1 is breaking the chains of financial slavery. Is you're going to hear these things. It's going to come from your family, right? Financial slavery is real. Don't think it's not real. It's real. We deal with it every single day. And because the way you think is what's stopping you from growing. So your family, it comes from your family, right? Your upline, your church, your government. And let me say why I say your church. This thing about money, right? Money is the root of all evil. Where did that come from? It came from a lot of churches. Money is the root of all evil. It is so honorable to be meek and poor and meek, right? Like they really focus in on not having enough. Like God said, you should have abundance of cash. Like the abundance of money and cash flow should be swelling and flowing out of your doors and windows. That's how much wealth we should have, right? Your government tries to keep the programs available because the Democrats on one side, the Republicans on the other side, and they say different things when it comes to financial freedom, right? Your friends, they're close to your friends. Hey man, that's that pyramid thing, bro. You don't need to jump in that. I was on a call, I was sitting in somebody's car, and the guy called in. I just had to laugh because they really think, and this is your family as well, they really believe they have your interests best at heart. But in reality, the slave mentality keeps them in that same boat. When I was in that program, something like that. And, I was getting this money and people were making money. So, I just felt bad. Why did you feel bad did the program work? Does it work? If it works, it's not your fault because that person is not doing anything. You got to get out of that. You can sell products all day. Products. This product to help you lose weight. This product to get you back in shape. This product, whatever. You can sell all the products. If nobody takes the product and do what it's supposed to do, is that the failure for the company or is that the failure of the individual? It's the failure of the individual. So you're feeling guilty, because that person don't do what they're supposed to do. You cannot feel bad because somebody is not doing what they're supposed to do. And that happens in every business, everything out there. That happens in church, right? Thou should not steal. You got a whole bunch of thieves in church, right? Thou should not do this. It's everywhere. So it's the same, guys. I'm just telling you, you got to grow from that. Now look on the other side. It says Harriet Tubman. She could have freed more slaves, but their minds, their fears, their spirit would not let them go. They couldn't go. I can't go. Master going. I'm good right here. I'm in the house. I don't need to be out there. I'm in the house. I'm eating a little better than everybody. I'm not leaving. I'm scared, fearful, right? So excuses. Everybody got an excuse why they can't make more money. Everybody got an excuse why they cannot make this trip. They got excuses. And so what you're going to have to fight every single day of your life. And it's going to creep up on you. You got two things going to creep up on you. Number one is called procrastination. Procrastination is like, you know you need to do it. But you say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it later on. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Or I'm going to wait. And it's got a thing called the Parkinson law. Not Parkinson, but Parkinson law. And what that means is whatever time you give somebody to do something, yourself, in other words, permission, even for yourself, If you give yourself 5 days to get something done, it's going to take 5 days to get it done because you're going to procrastinate and wait and wait and wait. And then when time crunches, then you're going to go get it done because you have 5 days to get it done, right? That's just human nature. So if you got a room in your house ready to get done, or you're ready to build a house, and it says, hey, you got 6 months to build this house, and they wait till 4 months to start building it because they know they just took 3 months to do what they want to do, right? Or you give yourself, excuses about making it happen right now. The Parkinson law is real. So if you say, you know what, let's get done today what needs to be done today, so I don't have to worry about that thing tomorrow. Okay, you got to get that. That's what we got to do. We got to get moving. So when it comes to financial wealth, we have to get going today. We cannot procrastinate about our wealth. We cannot procrastinate. We have to what they call compress and collapse time to get to your financial freedom. You cannot wait to start building financial freedom. You got to start with that process right now. It has to go right now. If you wait, then you are delaying it for years down the road when you could be a millionaire in the next 10 months. Instead, you only made, $10,000. And it's not fair to you or your family. And I just want you to understand it, right? So let's keep moving. So slavery words in today's marketplace. These are the words a lot of people use. Friends, family, coworkers. That's not going to work. You hear that a lot. That's not going to work. Only learn from me. They saying it's not going to work, but what do you got to offer? What you got to? Well, give me some examples on what. Okay, so that's not going to work, but what you got going on that is going to work. What you talking about? You telling me it's not going to work, but what you got going on that's going to help me get going what I'm going to do? Well, I don't have a plan. But then how the hell you know this work or not? Only learn from me. You got people say that too, right? That's them cults out there. You gotta watch out for that, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. Let me give you an example. Live example. I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. I'm gonna give you a lot. No, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna show you something. And this is what people will tell me that I can't do. What I can't do. Let me show you. Can I show you? All right. Cash flow wise. Okay, this is for you see the Bitcoin right there, 976,000 bits. What did I just trade out today? 23,000. This is what I get so far. Okay, 23,000 bits, right? Let's look at this real quick. I'm going to show you something. Let me show you. So I'm going to bring up these bits. All right. This is what people say I can't do. You can't make $20,000, $30,000 in a day. Okay, I'm just going to show you. Let me show you. Let's show you. That's what I was going to show you. Let me show you. All right. So far that is 23,000. That's 25,332. 25,332 is $1,400, right? $1,400. Okay. But that's just what's going on right now. That's not what I took off. So how much did I take off already? Let's go to account holdings. I took out already. You see this number right there? 408. When did I do that? That happened on the 20th. What's today? That was early this morning. How much? 408,820. Okay, let's look at that. How much is that? 408,824. That was exactly $23,000 for the day. You got it? I took out $23,000 for the day. $23,318 for the day. Now that's on one account. I got 5 accounts now. I took out basically 2 Bitcoin yesterday, early this morning. 2 Bitcoin. Well, let's look at that. Let's see how much is 2 Bitcoin. 2 TOT. It is this is today. This is what came on my account today. How much? $114,075 so far today. And I'm still banking and still making more money. Here's the first account. Here's the second account. Which one is this? Okay, second account. Let's go to that one. All right. This is showing 61,000 bits, right? 61,000. But look what's coming out. Whoa, they go another 289,000. I took another one out. That was 500,000. I'm still waiting for it to be delivered. I'm just telling you, right? So when you look up, it says, man, Wall Street, what the hell are you doing? I'm telling you what the difference. You need to learn to trade. No, you need to learn from a professional to learn how to trade, because you up there practicing doing this and doing that, you still ain't getting it. You got to learn a professional, right? Okay, so let's talk about this. So slavery words, right? They are all around us. They all around us. My upline didn't teach me. I tried to do that, didn't work. I'm tired. Here's a big one that we got to get out of, because a lot of us are older. I'm 59 years old. I turned 60 this year. I'm tired and I'm too old, or I'm not smart enough. You got to get rid of that. That right there, that is some bull crap right here. This is some bull crap. You can get rid of that. Okay? Get rid of that. You just got to get moving and start learning. We got skills in our club that's going to allow you to get moving and making more money. Here is something brand new. The new slave masters. Now, what are we talking about? Fear of words from what? The government. What you mean? Oh, I got a disability check. I can't risk my disability check to be joining your program. I can't do it. Wait a minute. You prefer to get paid, $2,200 a month or $4,000 a month when you could be on your way to making $1 million, and you never need a disability check again. Compliance officer, you can't learn. I had somebody literally tell me this. That was part of, I'm gonna blast them out. Vina Davina. What you doing? You can't do that. He's a compliance officer. How you feel about cheating people about this Bitcoin? I said, what? I said, what are you talking about? What you telling me? If you knew half of what I know, you'd be talking about cryptocurrency. Now he look at me now talking about, damn. And he despised me. I knew he despised me. And I want you to understand this, that sometimes your people that you working with, they not for you. They not for you. They for somebody else. You got it? They look at your skin color, they look at your education, they look at you're different than them. And so you're building something different, and they telling you can't do it. Or they trying to make you feel bad because you're doing it. Man, get the hell out of my face with that crap, right? You gotta get a beat to your own drum and not listen to other people that's telling you something against what you're trying to do. I'm giving you live examples on how I'm making millions of dollars. They are working for somebody else that's not even making $300,000. You got it? It's a big difference. Okay. I don't know what he's making, but I'm just telling you. So if I give you live examples, how to grow wealth, live examples, how to do it, you should be like, okay, I need to be listening to this brother. I need to know what's happening with this brother and why. You see, you got to change who the new slave masters are trying to keep you down, keep you in a box, when you should be trying to reach out and spread your wings and start growing. But you got to enjoy your plan A. You got to make your plan A everything. Can't be a plan A, plan B, and plan C. The plan A has to be the thing that you build, you commit to, and you grow it. And that's the power and what we're talking about. See, a lot of these other companies that's out there doing things with people, you need thousands and thousands of people to make $1 million. And our club, you don't need that. I got 44 people, 44 people, right? You making 300,000, 400,000 because you in the crypto space. Some people, some clubs, some not clubs, but some MLMs and all them different things, some of the leaders talk down about Bitcoin. I never do Bitcoin. I heard that. I heard that from so many people. I never do Bitcoin. What? Are you serious? You caught up. Your mindset is not everything around you. The news is showing you that Bitcoin is not, and even they can't deny it anymore. Bitcoin is making new highs. They can't deny it. Bitcoin is doing this. Bitcoin is doing that. Big institutions coming in. Everything is changing now, right? 2 years ago, you ain't had that, but we were still in Bitcoin. 2 years ago, we were still doing it, still pressing it on, keeping on, seeing the futures, just staying with the course. Everything's happening. They talk bad about me, and now they don't talk bad about me. they don't do it now. Now I said, damn, how much do you got? You see what I'm saying? It's a whole different conversation now. So you can't, sometimes you got people that are ahead of their time, right? I'm not one of those people that's ahead of my time, because I could have got in 2014 instead of 2016. I should have got in 2009 or 10 and 11. I waited 5 more years, but I seen it at 2014. I said, I don't know what to do with it, right? It was hard to get it. Hard. You didn't know how to store it. You didn't know how to protect it. So a lot of things had to change from all that. And this development over the last, 4 or 5 years is crazy what's been happening in this crypto space. And so it's just getting better and better. And now the major institutions, we the folks inside our club, we beat the major institutions in creating wealth. See, the real wealth is stored. Where's the real wealth at? Where's it stored at? In your mind and in its education. See, if you listen to The Richest Man in Babylon, he talks about that. He gave his son, Nemesis, he gave him a bag of gold to start his life with. Don't come back for 10 years and give me a report on what's going on with your life. He went bankrupt. He lost everything. Clothes, he lost everything. But he had the tablets for the education. So now 10 years later, when he came back to his father, he had not just 1 bag of gold, he had 3 more bags of gold because of what he learned after he went homeless. He took those lessons, the 5 laws to gold, the 5 laws to wealth. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. The 5 laws on how you change your wealth. How do you build it? What's the difference between going from welfare to a millionaire? What is it that is in me that I grew up in the projects of Newark, New Jersey, joined the Army for 20 years? What made the difference in that transition to go from scarcity mindset, not thinking I was worthy enough, not having enough education, right? I grew up in Dayton Street, North projects, right? Went to a public school. They didn't have no great education, right? But the thing was, it made a difference that I started thinking a little bit different as I got older. So now, what if I did this 20 years ago, just 11 years ago, when crypto first came out? What if, what made a difference is by me changing the way I think and the education that I receive and the writings of books that made difference, right? The writings that told me The Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, right? The Millionaire Next Door, all these different things, right? Outwitting the Devil. Y'all think the devil is spiritual. It is for a lot of you, but a lot of the devil is already in your mind. It's what's holding you back. You got to outwit the devil. The devil lies in your brain, in your mindset. You gotta outwit the devil. That's what that book is talking about. Outwitting the Devil, right? By Napoleon Hill. So the company only provides the tools. My club provides the tools to the money from your efforts that you put forth. Think about what I'm saying. Let me change that, because I'm going to change what it says company. I'm going to change it to the club, right? Matter of fact, MLS Bitcoin Club. Okay, here we go. Right? MLS Bitcoin Club only provides the tools to the money. It's going to give you the tools so you can make all the money you wish from the efforts that you put forth. That's the goal. That's the key that's going to make you rich. Oh, I don't want to change. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody. Then you don't have to. It's going to take a little bit longer, right? Because if you can start getting Bitcoin for free, and listen to the word I just used, if you can start receiving Bitcoin for free, then I need to be in somewhere that's going to allow me to get Bitcoin for free, because I see what Bitcoin is doing, right? You got to create your why. The only way to break the chains is like, why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you working so hard? You working hard to provide a lifestyle for who? For you as an individual? Is there anybody else involved in you going to work every single day? Is it your children? Are you trying to take care of a parent? Or are you trying to create a legacy for your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren? That's what I'm trying to do. Because now I got my first great-grandchild is about to be born. And I got grandchildren. Matter of fact, one of their birthdays is today. Right? She just turned 15 today. So imagine the grandchild. This is let me give you what I'm doing. So I'm taking 0.20 exactly. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking 0.20 of a Bitcoin. That's only 20% of a Bitcoin. 0.20. How much is 0.20? Let's see. How much is that? Let's go back to bits USD. Okay, let's figure this out. Exactly. So you understand now why I'm going here, bits USD, because it's giving me exactly what I need to learn what's in here. So I'm changing bits to BTC, and I'm taking 0.2. I'm taking 0.2 Bitcoin for each grandchild. How much is that right now? Damn, that's just look, 0.2 is $11,000. Wait a minute, that's 11 grand per child. I got 5, 6. I have 5 grandchildren, 6, 7. Nope, I got a new one, so that's 6. Great grandchild, so it's gonna be 7. So I got 7. So 7 times that, right? 7 times that. So you're talking about what? 0.14, right? 0.14 total. But anyway, they said $11,000 per times 7. It's gonna be about $77,000, right? Now that's not a lot of money for me right now. Now, 5, 8, 10 years ago, that's a lot of damn money. But now, no, it's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money for me. I make that in a day's trading. But I'm going to take this money per account. I'm going to store it with me in my Trezor and just let it grow over time. So let's say 5 years, if Bitcoin goes to, now we got to bring up a calculator. Let's say Bitcoin goes to, start at 11,000, but Bitcoin goes to, let's just say it's already at 50, get ready to hit 60, right? Let's just say it goes from $150,000, 150,000, and they're making per child. So they eventually going to have at least 1 Bitcoin in there, because I'm going to keep adding on it until they get to 1 Bitcoin. So I'm going to keep adding over time. So each child has a whole Bitcoin. So let's just say it gets to 150,000, but we believe it's going to be $200,000 by the end of this year. We believe it's going to hit 100,000 by June and 200,000 by December. And it may even break that record now. But let's just say it's $150,000. And so the child turns 3 years from now. My oldest grandchild, not oldest, well, she's going to be, my oldest is 21, I think 22. So let's say the oldest grandchild is 22. And let's say by 25, they got, 3, 4 Bitcoins at the time, because I'm teaching them what to do with their money, get a little bit. Remember, I'm educating them at the same time. This is their gift from grandpa. But let's just say at the age of 23 years from now, all the grandchildren have at least $300,000 in their account. That's now, imagine, is that setting a new tone? Is that setting a new tone to break the chains of financial slavery to the family? Not just for me, for my children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. That's what we're talking about. And it's starting with me. Somebody got to lead the pack. Who's going to lead the pack in your family? There's got to be somebody. If not, y'all going to be enslaved from this generation, next generation, next generation. Aren't we tired of saying that? Well, when I died, my father passed away. He had $50,000 total dollars. My mother passed away 2017, $0. Right? 50,000 from a pension that he had that split amongst about, I don't know, 17 people was really no money, right? 2,000, 3,000 a piece, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't much. Okay. When I pass away, it's 1.4 million plus whatever my crypto is going to be in the millions, 5, 8, 10, 15 million dollars, maybe 100 million, right? Depending on how far Bitcoin goes. And so, and plus me trading it. So when you think about what's going on in the crypto space, is that breaking the chains of financial slavery? See, a lot of you don't have a plan on how you go from where you are, because that's what I'm telling you. I'm coming from the mindset of from welfare that didn't have a plan, know what I'm gonna do with my life, had to join the military to figure out something, did 20 years in the military, only thought how to be a soldier. Then I became a computer engineer in my last 5 years in the military. Then I started reading books about entrepreneurship, and I started joining these different programs, these different companies. My first one was Ameriplan, right? Doing the dental thing and all that. But it just kept going and kept going. And then I figured out, man, I'm tired of doing that stuff. Let me put together this new technology of cryptocurrency. And I start teaching you on how to change your mindset. So now we get into the crypto space. Then we get into, fixing your credit. Then we get into starting your own business. Then we get into, because every person in our club should have an LLC or C corporation or S corporation. And in other words, we got a club of all CEOs. Think about what I just said. Our whole goal is to have a whole club of nothing but CEOs. Everybody became a CEO. Then you learn how to do that. Then you learn how to make CEO money. Then you get into your infinite banking. Then you learn to get your retirement set up. So the next goal is I got to have money from retirement. While I'm working my good years, I got to have a retirement to lean back on. And a lot of you don't even have a retirement plan right now that you are a entrepreneur. You have no retirement. You see? Because it's working too slow. Everything you've been taught is taking you too long to get to the place where you need to be. Now, there are people out there on the news that made $1 billion in their company, right? Because they got in the stock market and they did all this. I'm not talking to those people. They got their own game plan. I'm talking to people who look just like me, who don't have a plan to create anything out of their head to make something like that. But you could use this system and create millions to billions of dollars. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. You see? And that's the difference. So this is what we got to do, guys. It must be your why has to be strong enough. That's why I took that time to go through that. It ain't just reading the words. You got to understand the meaning behind what I just said. How do you create your why? My why is strong. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I'm trying to create this legacy for the Perkinson family is what I'm doing. You got it? Pillar number 1, create 3 to 5, streams of cash flow, 3 weeks to complete, right? It may say 3 weeks. It could take 3 years, but it don't take that long. Procrastination makes it go longer. And the reason why I'm saying 3 weeks, because the first week you don't really know what to do. You got to get into the back office. You got to start getting to the Bitcoin, the crypto space. From the crypto space, you start learning how to buy Bitcoin. Then you start reaching out to all the people so you can start getting Bitcoin for free. If that's the road you want to travel, by inviting others. So you get into the Bitcoin space, you learn how to buy Bitcoin, and then you reach out to new people and you teach them exactly how to start buying Bitcoin. And they join you in the club. Bam. Now it's creating free Bitcoin. You see how easy that was? That's that pyramid. Yes, it is. And everything is out there as a pyramid. So don't even talk to me about that. So the next thing you got to do that I'm going to teach you to do is how to start building a franchise. So your goal is to build franchises. So when you first get started, you become a distributor. And what I mean by that is the mindset of a distributor. Then you build a distributorship. In other words, you got multiple distributors. Then you're going to build a franchise. Wow. So here's the game plan, right? So let's talk about it. Become a distributor. So when you first get started in our club, you know, you're not distributing anything. You're distributing knowledge to other people. So your first thing you got to say to yourself is, do I want to invite other people to do what I do? Do I want to invite people to this brand new thing called the MLS Bitcoin Club? Do I want to invite people here to do it? Is that something I want to invite people to do? If so, you just, in your mind, you just became a distributor because you're inviting people to see what we do. That's a distributor. When you get 3 to 5, now you have a distributorship. In other words, you got a little team being built, right? 3 to 5 people. I'm gonna say 5 people, right? So let's say you invite 5 people. You got 5 people. Man, that's your first team. Now, when those 5 people get their 5 or 6 people, now you get 3 of those. You just became a distributorship, right? Franchise. So you got your 3 to 5 people. That's now you just built a distributorship. But that distributorship is not built until each of those 5 people got at least 2 people. Now you know you got a team being built, right? So it's not that you sign somebody up and they signed up and they do nothing. That means you got nothing. I signed up 5 people, but what did they do? Nothing. You got nothing. You got to go get you a new one because they didn't do anything, and you can't feel bad about that they didn't do anything, and you can't boss them around because they're gonna do the hell they want to do anyway. You don't. They here for a reason. They might be here just to hang out with you. They might be here just to learn what to do, how to buy their own Bitcoin. I don't want to invite nobody in. Remember, I said some folks don't want to invite nobody in. They're just going to buy their own Bitcoin out of their own pocket, right? So until you get to that point, you're going to have to get 3 to 5 people that's going to at least go get 2 people. Now you got distributorship. Now, when you got 3 to 5 teams that's doing that, I'm going to say 5 teams. Now you got a franchise. So now you got teams of people that's reaching out, doing their own calls. Like they doing their own calls. Like we got people in our club right now that do their own, they do their own calls, right? We have our own, the company has, the club has its own calls that we do, right? And then we got C-Note Friday, we got Tuesday, we got, I don't know what the day, Thursday. And then I do a call on Saturdays. Like every first Saturday of the month, I do a call, right? And so I train it. So think about what I'm saying. So now we got people, but the goal is to have 1,000 presentations about wealth building for this entire club. Can you imagine how many people, families we are creating and moving toward the crypto space? When I was in New York, Chicago, I went to go see a friend out there in Chicago, and we got out there and we went to a meetup. What's a meetup? Meetup was we got people meeting for a certain purpose, and our purpose was cryptocurrency. So when I got out there and made this meetup, and I heard all these ideas, what they was trying to do. They trying to get this together for this resource and this resource, and I said, well, man, that's awesome, man. I said, you know what? You guys are doing some awesome stuff. Let me tell you what I do. So we have 4,000 or 5,000 members, and we teach them how to get in Bitcoin right now. And the youngest we had was like 14 at the time to 82. And most of them are Black, people of color, and white. We got a mixture of people, but they coming in, they learning. He said, you moving people into the crypto space right now with this? I said, exactly. He said, they just had to sit back and says, damn, you took a simple theory and got folks involved in the crypto space and made it easy and affordable for everybody to get in. That was brilliant. And guess what? If the people stay in this club, and learn all these good business strategies and ideas, they will all, can you imagine the entire club are millionaires? 12,000 people right now could be all millionaires. 12,000 millionaires. Not one, two, four. 12,000 are millionaires, because that's the possibility what we got going on, right? So here's I'm going to close out. So it says, are you here to play team? If you are here to play team, you join us. You want to play team. If so, we all win. If you just want to come in and hurt people, just get them to sign up and just move on to the next one and move on to the next one and not invest a little bit of time with them, then you're going to have a failure. You got to spend time with the people. You got to teach them, because people come into this club, they don't know what to do. So we teach, even though we got videos, everybody don't look at a video. We got people of age. We got people in their 70s. I'm 59. So, we got folks my age and I've been in technology. 65, 70. We got a little bit older people who's not good in technology. You got to spend time with them and show them how to get their wallets, right? Their Bitcoin wallets on your phone, on your desktop. We got multiple ways of getting Bitcoin on your wallet and your phone. Then you got to teach others to do the same thing. And then we have your own meetings. You do your own meetings. You could do part-time. You don't have to quit doing what you're doing, but you could do it part-time. You could spend 30 minutes a day reaching out to new people. When I say part-time, it don't mean you're doing emails. Emails don't count. That don't count building a business. Oh, I sent out 50 emails. That ain't nothing. That's 0 time. That don't count. When you work with somebody, it's a phone call. You pick up a phone. You communicate with them, whether it's on Skype. Well, I don't have, I don't use Facebook. Well, get on Facebook. Use Skype. Talk to people. Facebook is the biggest thing out there. Instagram, right? WhatsApp. I mean, they got all kind of choices now to talk to people all over the world for free, right? That's the thing we're doing. So you can be here to win, and you don't take long to win. Distributorship. When your mindset is set up in a distributorship, the cash flow is going to spill over like crazy, because in our system, what happens is, as your people are joining you, the free Bitcoin is paying you on level A. We got 2 levels, A and a B. It pays you on A. It pays you on B. If you personally brought them in on an A line, you get paid some Bitcoin, 50%. If you don't bring them in on the A line, it's okay. But when they bring somebody in and hit your B line, anybody hit your B line, which is only 2 lines, right? A and a B. Anybody hit your B line, you either make 50% or 100% of the price point that it starts to get there. And now we went to a flat fee. So every level is a flat fee now. So think about it. That's just huge. And that's getting 100% of the Bitcoin, right? 50% of the Bitcoin or 100% of the Bitcoin. And then we got another program called Rotating Hands. I really don't push Rotating Hands. I push people to go into Bitcoin. And you get into Rotating Hands by clicking on the link that if a person is doing what they're supposed to do, they fulfill the information, they fill out all the information in their profile, their link to Rotating Hands is already there. In both programs, you sign up for free first, and then you pay to get in it, right? To pay to start getting paid from it. So guys, if you want to change the way you build wealth, if you want the right education, if you want all of that, then all you have to do is join us, right? Join a person is going to hear. I'm going to give you my link in a little bit, because this is a personal page that I'm doing right now. So I'm going to stop sharing. Let me stop sharing here. Okay. And I just want to give this to you, right? What makes the difference? What is the difference? Because this is where you're going to join us. Okay. Now I'm doing this is my personal page. So I'm not doing it for, I'm not doing this for my team. I'm doing this for my close net people that I'm working with, right? Because they're joining through my link, 805go.com. Everybody can do their own, right? But I'm doing this for my personal people, and because they in my own rotator, right? So 805go.com. You want to join us? 805go.com. Get in there, learn a little bit, grow, and understanding what I just shared with you. If you understand what I just shared with you, you are making Bitcoin every single day. Every single day could be a Bitcoin free day. Bitcoin go right to your wallet every single day. It's possible for you to start generating Bitcoin 2, 3, 4 times a day, every day. It's possible if your people are working, if you working, you know, free Bit. What's wrong with free Bitcoin? What's wrong with it? We got to break the chains right there. Got to break the chains. You got to. If you want wealth, if you want to grow wealth, you got to change the way you think. You got to change the actions. You got to change who you work. Your why got to be strong enough for you to say, you know what? I want to change what's going on. See, it's not just me making money. Everybody can make money in this club. But what are you going to do? Or are you going to change a legacy for your family? Because my goal is to have my children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, everybody's a millionaire. That's my goal. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that kind of feeling that would happen if we all are millionaires? Everybody? That's the power of what I'm giving you. That's the power of education and the right tool. MLS Bitcoin Club is the tool. Cryptocurrency is definitely the tool that you need. It's the shovel. It's the pick that's digging, right? MLS Bitcoin Club just give you the structure on how you can build it and start adding more time to it and incorporating the efforts of other people to help you build that wealth. That's powerful. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of your comments. If you got any comments you want to share with me, or you want to take any, I could take some questions. Go ahead and do that right now so we can close this out, okay? Care for other people, welfare, the world needs sincerity. And that's the truth. Let me put that up. So Zena, she's out of UK, out of the United Kingdom. She says, hey, you know, care for other people. Let me stop sharing this. Hold up for a moment. Let's stop sharing this. What is it? This one. Okay. Yeah. So she's saying, hey, you know, care for other people's welfare. The world needs our sincerity. We do need it, right? If you got a question, you can type it up in there and can read your question out and we can answer the question, right? Any question you want to ask me about this talk today, right? So, you know, is there a way for you to start moving? Is the information I'm showing on level 5? The information I'm showing is in all the levels, right? Every level in our club, we got 10 levels. Every level in our club can bring you to $1 million. Level 5 really talks about HELOCs and ALOCs. That's how you live in your house for free for the next 10 to 20 years. Okay. You can keep doing that. That's what level 5 does. Okay. So, but if you're looking to change the way you think about money and grow money, you know, what's your question? What's your comment? Was this a good talk for you today? Is this a way for you to start thinking a little bit different? Right? And I like what Wendell said. Wendell says, hey, you know what? We got to enrich others so we can get rich. You got to help other people. When you service, the more service you give to people, the more activity of wealth comes back to you. You got it? It happens that in business all the time. The more people you serve, the more cash flow shows up. It's just the way it does in business, right? Oh, you mean trading? Oh, so she says trading. So level 6 is trading. That's level 6. That's trading. That's we got 3 trading styles. One is called scalping. One is called swing trading. One is called wealth building. Level 6 is wealth building. It's a longer approach to trading. Okay. Great information today. So John says, hey man, it's a great information today. I love what's going on. Awesome. Right. Let me see. Where you made the 100K. Where did I make 100K? I made 100K. I made $1.8 million so far. I'm at 1.8 million. I'm ready to break $2 million. in trading, and also from my efforts of what I do in insurance. Just a lot of that happens in the club. So everything I'm teaching you is how to build wealth. You got to understand that this doesn't have to be. You can make $100,000 in the next 3 months, literally. It don't take long to make 100,000, but you just got to commit. See, commitment is the hardest thing for people to do is commitment, right? So Zena said, hey, great talk. Thank you. Appreciate it. Janice King says, excellent as always. Tyler says, hey, if you're already a member of MLS and rotating hands, do you need to join you? No, guys, listen. 805 Go is bringing people to the MLS and the MLS side of the house. You're already in the MLS side of the house. No, so you don't join. You're not joining that. That's only for people who are my guests that's happen to be on here, and they are looking to join you or join us. I don't know. They're reaching out there. Then that's why I'm giving the link 805 Go. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. What I'm asking is, when you showed us the trading profit, what level is that? The trading profit is our trading. Okay, so that takes $10,000. If you're not a member, it takes $10,000. That's part of my trading academy. That's different, right? That's part of the trading academy. It's $5,000 if you are a member. That's what that is. Okay. And so, yeah, we teach. I got a whole training course in there to walk you through. That's called scalping and swing trading. That's part of those two styles, scalping and swing trading. Just how you make that kind of money. It don't happen overnight. You just got to learn the skills. Life with MLS is good. Cecilia said life with MLS is good. If you are a member and have been stagnated, what would you suggest you do to be the first step to get back in the groove? John, what I'll say to you is just get back, pay your yearly annual fee, because every year we got a fee, right? So the annual fee is $149. You just pay the $149. You get back in your system. You're ready to go to work. Just go. Just start learning. Get back in the groove. Get back in there. Start reaching out to more people. Get things going, right? We already know people done quit. Then it came back. 2 years later, Bitcoin is skyrocketing. People says, man, what I got in my account? We don't keep your Bitcoin wallet with us. There's no Bitcoin for an individual in our club. All the payouts go directly to the Bitcoin, to you as an individual, to your personal Bitcoin wallet. We keep no Bitcoin in our club for you. No Ethereum stays here with us. It all pays out directly to your Bitcoin wallet. We did that on purpose. Okay. So 3 months is a great plan. Yes, 3 months is a great plan. But just, you just got to change the way you think, and you gotta do what? You can't use the Parkinson law. That means you got to get moving immediately. You got to be moving. You can't play with this, right? You got to start moving what's going on. And that's how the whole thing works. Okay. Yeah, you got to start moving. All right. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you spending the time with me today. It is that time. You guys take care. God bless. And we will see you guys tomorrow, when I will be talking about another topic tomorrow at the same time, around 12:30 to 12:40, sometime in that time frame, to get you moving in the right direction, right? Mindset, activity creates the cash flow. Mindset, activity creates the cash flow. Mindset with no activity will not create cash flow. Will not do it. Okay? You guys take care. Talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.